Hey guys, it's me, Anthony, and I'm going to be doing another video of perfecting the Constellars. Now, Constellars to me it's my archetype. It's the deck that I'm perfecting. I'm trying to make it bit by bit as strong as I possibly can. Plus, at the same time, I'm going to help other Constellar players that are also playing, Constellars, and try to give them the best support that I could probably tell them to make the best Constellar deck that they could probably make. Because I have been playing Constellars since last year, and I've been testing them probably more than most people would. So, the subject that I'm going to be talking about today is abusing ranks. Now, when I mean abusing ranks, I mean, the Constellars, back in the day, a long time ago, maybe in like 2-3 formats ago, one of the best decks out there that were topping was Plants and Junk Doppel. Now, they were a deck that abused Synchro Summoning based off abusing their levels to create a lot of great Synchro monsters, and that's why they were so good. Because of the recycling capabilities and being able to bring out great Synchro monsters. But as time passed, and they created Exceed monsters, or XYZ monsters, like many people call them, now, they've made, crazy kind of new versions, like how they did with Windups. Windups can abuse levels, and abuse the ranking system. Now, Constellars are not so different. Constellars also abuse the ranking system ever since they made this card. Followed by this card. Now, overall, not many people run shit. Not many people do. I tech him back and forth once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon I feel like it. Sometimes I don't feel like. But Kaust is the monster that most players play that abuse the level system. It's the strongest regular monster to summon. It's an 18 beater. But not just besides that. It's the ability that he could have. That he could use the effect twice per turn to boost or weaken a monster's level. So, but most of the time, for me, people know that I focus on my deck around Constellar Pleiades. Because Constellar Pleiades is my favorite card in the deck. But, at the same time, I'm a practical duelist. I also realize, you know what this is good for? Kaust and Pollux have the ability to go up a level. And when you go up a level, rank 5s aren't so easy to play. Unless you have the kind of deck that easily can bring them out. Now, many people in Constellars have been testing out a few different things. They test, the other Constellar cards, the rank 5s and 6 ones, but I'm really not much on tributing in the deck. I'm really not. So, people have tried Instant Fusion, which is something that I might try, but I focus a lot on the Constellar monsters, and I have great recycling in my build. So, the one thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to show a picture of my build. So right now, you're looking at my Constellar deck right now. Now, the one thing is, I don't feel like I need to use anything specifically just to be like, oh, I don't need Instant Fusion because I feel like I have enough on my plate. I don't feel like I desperately need to throw in something like Instant Fusion just because the situation's going to be like that regardless. I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to be in a situation where I have Kaust and I'm going to have to boost them up by 1, or I'm just going to naturally probably have Pollux on the field anyway, or El Greedy, so I don't really care. But the main thing about this video is abusing the ranks. And when I mean abusing the ranks, I mean now, one thing that, I've been, most of the time, when I mean this, I'm testing out other things than just Pleiades. And I'm also playing Tyrus and Zenmayo. I'm also playing number 61, Volcasaurus, but Volcasaurus isn't out yet. But when Volcasaurus is out, I'm going to get him too. But the reason why is, I like being in that scenario where you have many, many different options to play with your deck. When I mean that, I mean, let's just say my opponent has a great Exceed monster or a Synchro Fusion, Pleiades will bounce it. If my opponent's playing very defensively, Zenmayo will pop the defenses. If there's something annoying on my opponent's side of the field, but yet I could overrun it, and there's something on the field like a continuous card or something. Like, I was going up against a guy that was using Machina Gadgets. He had Gear Frame on the field. No, not Gear Frame. Machina Fortress, Gear Frame, and something else. And I played Tyrus, attacked Fortress, because remember, he can't target Tyrus, so he was forced to target my own Zen main, so I was like, alright, I'm fine with that. And I pop like 3 cards all in one move because of Tyrus. And Volcasaurus, when Volcasaurus sees something like big on the field, like if I'm going up against Chaos Dragons, just destroy it, take a huge chunk of points, and that's how I do it. And the great thing about Constellas is that they have great recycling capabilities. So even if you're in one of those scenarios where people are like, oh, it's kind of risky because you're putting 2 monsters that could easily be Solemn Warning, true, but when you have a deck that could literally just grab back what you lost thanks to a card like Super Rebirth, you don't really have to be as fearful or as worried. You see, one thing I do is, like, you see, most people are playing Call the Haunted in their builds or playing a whole shit ton of Spell and Trap Destruction, like fucking 3 MSTs, 3 Night Beams. But you see, I feel like I can't focus so much more on taking out my opponent's stuff because I feel like I feel like 3 MSTs is more than fun and edible for me, so I feel like over abusing it is something that I kind of don't feel like doing. But a lot of people are testing Call the Haunted, but I kind of like to play Exceed Reborn better. Because XYZ Reborn is something I'm more familiar with. Because I see that people are like, I chain MST, and I chain Exceed Reborn, make them waste a card, and then I bring something like Pleiades, Omega, M7, something comes back. And then when it's my turn, just activate its effect, and I just +1 because Exceed Reborn counts as a material on it. And you see, something like Call the Haunted, to me, it's still like an MST target that I can't bring anything back. Plus, if I bring back an Exceed monster, I really won't have any materials on it, unless I bring back like something like Omega or Beehive or Hades or Pleiades, just to bring out an M7 on top. But that's kind of what I'm talking about, is just abusing levels. Because that's the main thing that deck could probably have going for it, is the being able to recycle and being able to abuse the rank system. Because the best things that they could abuse is level 3, level 4, level 5. Now, people say the best are level 3s because they have shit like Zen Main 17, Leviair, and that's true. But, you see, good rank 5s, like Zenmaio and Tyrus and Volcasaurus, you see, those are just good that I personally play because they are just so much easier for me. Yes? Oh, yeah. I'll have to cut that out, but that's fine. So, that's kind of what I just use, because it's funny because my friend always, you see, because me, from what people know, is just like, I'm always protecting Pleiades, and I won't let Pleiades go to the grave. But the difference is, you see, besides me with that, I'm probably trying to work out my options. That's why, you see, one thing that not many people do is play Tyrus. You see, I don't play Adrius because I feel like, well, I know Adrius can pop face-up cards, but I feel like Tyrus could kind of take care of the face-up spell and traps. But you see, as for monsters, I feel like Volcasaurus will do its job, plus it could also do damage to my opponent, so I feel like Volcasaurus is better. So, you know, if anybody enjoyed this video and how you could abuse rank 5s, and I'm just saying, you know, if you're playing Constellas, I would really recommend you test out some good rank 5s because it's an easy deck to really throw them into. As long as you're playing like 3 Coust and you have 3 Pollux, and try out El Greedy, and they just made that new card Constella Zombros. If you really feel like testing it out, it's a very good tech. And it's something that I would really recommend. I've been playtesting for it for a while, and it gives me so many options in my games, especially when I'm going second or something, and I see the field on the... When I see my opponent's field, based off however they summon something, any option I have can take care of it, pretty much. Because I can bounce, destroy, anything. Use a card effect, regardless. Now, if I helped anybody, or anybody wants to see more of the Perfecting Constellar videos, I ask for about 50 likes, and then I'll make another one, because I actually have more ideas of what to talk about for these. So if anybody wants to see more Constellar support, and wants to, you know, get more information to make their Constellar deck better, like the video, and I'll make another one as soon as this one gets the likes I asked. Don't forget to subscribe to Underground, because me, Spidey, and Kenneth, we always make videos weekly. We make about like 2-3 videos a week. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you guys have any ideas for a Constellar deck. Because to be honest, I'm human too. I mean, I'm trying to make mine as best as I can. So I want as good feedback also. So I want mine to get as best as I can make it. So if anybody else has been playtesting the deck or has any ideas, leave a comment below. I'll try it out. If it works, I'll make a video about it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. And